Hey Cougs, it's Jala reporting from TD-ECU Stadium, where Houston is getting ready to take on Memphis in the last home game of the season. After the win against Temple, the Cougars have secured their spot in the American Athletic Conference Championship for the first time since 2015. Now Houston is on a 9-game win streak, so let's see if they get that 10th win of the season against Memphis. In just 2 days, all eyes will be on Jabari Smith Jr. and the Houston Rockets as they finally get ready to take the stage in Las Vegas for the Summer League. The Cougs have been hot this season, sitting at 5-1 currently, and they have a perfect record in the American Athletic Conference. The Cougars were up 13-6, and in came Jamal Shead. The Cougars are coming off of a huge season, highlighted by a Final Four appearance. We're back at Methodist Training Center for day 2 of Texans training camp, where head coach Lovie Smith says he's already seeing improvements on the offense. Mastering martial arts is already a challenge, but for blue belt Tiffany Penn, she's fighting even more obstacles on her journey. While battling epilepsy, she's battling her way up to the black belt. She's already halfway there. Tennessee Titans linebacker Ola Adeniyi came home to put on a youth football camp for the kids of Richmond and surrounding areas. The Bush High School alum sees camp as a way to stay grounded while also showing love to the community that helped build him.
It felt like something that I had to do just to be able to come back. It felt great for me to be able to come back and just give back to the kids, give back to my community where I came from.
With Adeniyi's own training camp coming up, he's looking forward to playing against the team he grew up rooting for.
To aid in her journey, she's utilized VNS therapy, which is a non-medication treatment option for her condition.
VNS leveled the playing field. The magnet triggers the device to send an impulse to my brain, which prevents the seizure.
In her 41 years, she hasn't let epilepsy stop her yet, and she doesn't plan on letting it stop her anytime soon. You can still feel the excitement from draft day, and it's only building as the moment gets closer and closer. That moment being Smith and fellow rookies Tari Eason and Ty Washington Jr. coming together for their first showing as Houston Rockets. Despite all of the anticipation, Smith says the pressure won't get to him.
I want to feel like that I play hard.
At 21, Framber Valdez was 5 years late to the party. He was way behind your typical amateur free agent signings who were coming out of the Dominican Republic. With just a $10,000 signing bonus from the Astros, Valdez worked his way up through the minor leagues before he finally got his major league debut in 2018. But today, Valdez is riding off of his first appearance in the MLB All-Star Game, taking one of just 12 roster spots for pitchers on the AL team.
Perseverance is key. I've always focused on taking things step by step. When I wasn't signed, I was trying to get signed. And once I signed, then I took my sights to a higher level. And slowly but surely, we've been able to rise, and it's all about perseverance.
And step by step, it's been for Valdez as he continues to cement himself as one of the best in the league. Left tackle Remy Tunzel may have been MIA during the voluntary OTA camps, but it doesn't matter, according to his coaches and teammates, who are just happy to have him back.
In an ideal world, yeah, I wanted Laramie to be here, every day. We're not going to make him change his last name or anything like that. We're going to let him keep the same number, and he's going to help us win a lot of games this year. You add him to our team, we're a better football team. It's simple as that.
Despite his time off, it was like Tunzel never left.
Still leaning on its young core, Summer League coach Rick Higgins says this year's team is full of newfound energy, and the circuit starts with one newbie in particular.
It's funny, I think that all starts with Tari. Tari's bringing huge amounts of energy and his voice.
We are in day 2 of training camp, meaning the Battle Red Helmets were in full force. After just getting started, head coach Lovie Smith says he's already seeing improvement from the first day.
Derek Stingley can do a lot of things. You probably noticed Derek getting more reps today. I will continue to bring him along at the pace that we had set up before camp started. He gets a little better each day too.
Back to school is right around the corner, so that means it's almost time for high school football. Here's our Adam Ogburn catching up with Jack Yates' head coach. Thanks, Adam. The Astros have been making major moves this trade deadline, picking up 2 big names today. One of them being for first baseman DH and outfielder Trey Mancini. He'll be heading over from the Baltimore Orioles and says he's excited to get going in Houston. Mancini will be the go-to over Yuli Gurriel, hitting at .268 with 10 home runs and 41 RBIs. Also coming to Houston is catcher Christian Vasquez from the Boston Red Sox.